Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Thursday, 21st of July. I was gonna start this live chat later, but a scheduled meeting with me, Paul, and Verdi doesn't seem to be happening, and we're not sure if it's because Verdi might have his timings a bit wrong. So where I said we'd be live in 1 hour's time or 45 minutes, I've now brought it forward. So I go live now and then I jump into the Verdi call later. I've got my eye on a meeting over here in case it springs into action. I don't think it will. But in case it does, hey, I won't even say goodbye. I'll just jump off and leave you all, desert you all. If you are watching though, please don't forget to hit like. It's great for the YouTube algorithm. This morning I was doing something that was kind of web related but wasn't web related. It's a bit of a funny one. So I was just setting up a Printful store with the printful.com to sell some merchandise t-shirts. People have asked, so I thought let's just have a go. I'm not releasing details for that. It's a bit of back and forth with making it all work with WooCommerce and on our website. But I'm not releasing details for t-shirts or anything until I know it definitely works. Haha, we've been deserted. I don't know. I just hope Verdi's okay, Paul. But I have over here on this screen, or in the far corner of my ultra-wide monitor I've got over here, I've got the Google Meet just whirring away. Just in case Verdi appears and he's waving at us to join him or something. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to cancel this live. I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to go, boom, just disappear. Hey, John, how are you doing? The great thing, though, is also this morning I was just writing down some details for some videos, some pointers and stuff I want to cover off. Like, there's my bricks one. And some a WooCommerce video. I also did something which I'll share on screen. Oh, hold on, Verdi's just posted in the global Elementor community group. What's he posted? Oh, he's just posted a GIF, but it's nothing to do with our meeting. Elementor, I like that. Hey, Catherine, how are you doing? Hey, Jack. How are you? I'll just share something that I'm working on. If I can even remember what the page was. I think it was a staging site. A staging site? I think it was a staging site. I can't remember. Do you know what? I can't remember what I was building now. I was doing something last night. Oh, tomorrow. I'm doing my bricks video tomorrow, Carapos. I have not gone into it yet. I'm going to go in straight from scratch when I go into it, so I can really have a good play and look at it and get a good feeling for it. So I just want to share. I'm going to share something with you in a moment. Let me just view. I'm trying to open up some pages. Yeah, there you go. Right, let me just share with you then. So what I've done is I've created, I'll come to your question in a minute, John. I've created 3 home pages, and I hope this comes through clear on screen. If not, I'm really sorry. Whoa, hold on, let me just change that. As well. This is built with a header that's got 2 columns, column 1 and column 2. This is also a section with a column and another column for the image, and then an inner section down here. What I've then done is created a copy of that, where this time the entire header is 1 column and this entire section is 1 column. 1 section, 1 column. Hey Jimmy, 1 section, 1 column, right? So custom width. So this is like 2 columns. Oops, sorry, no. 2 columns with an inner section. This is like 1 column. The entire page here is 1 column. And then I've done it with a container as well. Excuse the fact the image is down there, right? Excuse that. But this is now just a container, right? And surprisingly, when I did this page speed insights check on this, surprisingly, this scored higher. This got 84%. No optimization whatsoever. This is just pure Elementor, no other plugins. This website has nothing but Elementor and Elementor Pro, right? Nothing else. This got 84%. This, with the one column and the container, actually got 83%. And I kept testing it. And it was very consistent. But the reason I'm showing you this is because when I do bricks tomorrow, I'm going to replicate like this with bricks. Can I get it to look the same? The only reason you have these borders, right, is because I'm trying to highlight to you where there's been an intersection or a column, so you understand the layout we've got here. So look, you can see the borders for the column. So here you have just one column. Here you have a container. So there's no column, it's just one container. So the idea is, no, it's from scratch, not converted, Carapos. No. Built from scratch, right? This is all one container. It's not a container inside a container, no. So tomorrow I'm going to build that with bricks and then test bricks. What do you get? The only optimization enabled on here is the basic Elementor one. You know the DOM? You know the experiments, the 3 or 4 experiments you want to enable. That's all it is. So I've done a bit of groundwork, a bit of like, you know, well, what do we get here? How easy is it to build? And when I do bricks, does it feel more like this or that? How does it feel? So bit of homework and prep work I did there. Right, questions. I've ignored everyone's questions. John, WooCommerce. The WooCommerce add-ons are just flipping expensive, John. And loads of the stuff that you would pay WooCommerce for, you can get a free plugin, or you might want to use a code snippet. In fact, this goes right back to what one of the main reasons why Verdi is doing the code snippets community. So many WooCommerce add-ons, when you get down to when you investigate them, it's just a function. It's just a function that's been enabled to allow XYZ. Now, if you can have a code snippet that does that function, you don't need to pay, $199 a year for some of these plugins is ridiculous. Stupid. In my opinion, subscription should be built into the basic WooCommerce plugin. I'm really sorry, it should be. The minimum, maximum quantity, it should be built in. You shouldn't have to pay extra to get that, right? Sorry if I've not said hi to anyone yet. I can see Indepreet, you're on as well. Just checking the questions. Quick question from Erling. Any idea for a carp pond reservation plugin? You would just need a reservation plugin, to be honest. Doesn't have to be carp pond. You would just need a booking plugin. Amelia, appointment hour booking plugin. That's a great one. Question, though, is are you going to charge a deposit? If not, then appointment hour booking is a great plugin because you have drop downs, hours, days. You can pick different services, different types of pond. Day of the week. You can add buffer time before and after each reservation. So maybe you need 15 minutes to do stuff between each appointment. It adds a buffer time in before or after, however you want. So there you go. You can do that. So hopefully I hope you like the fact that I did last night do some prep work in doing 3 homepages. This is Elementor Columns. So 2 columns for the header, 2 columns for the hero banner, and an inner section down here to get you 2 buttons. Then I did the same thing, but this time with just 1 column for the header and 1 column for the section, and then you don't use this isn't an inner section, by the way. You're using I need to change the title. This is using custom width, right? So you don't need to have an inner section. And then this is all 1 container for the header, 1 container for the hero banner, and again you're wrapping it, so you do row, wrap, alignment and all that crap, whatever. Again, just 1 container. and I want to replicate that with bricks, but I also want to test the page speed as well. What do we get? How does it work? How does it look? Right? These are WebP images. So the standard recommendations came up, about the unused JavaScript, CSS, preloading fonts. In fact, no, preload fonts didn't come up because I preloaded. Sorry, I must mention it's all preloaded font. But that's what I want to do. I want to have a go with bricks tomorrow and see, can I, creating like this in Elementor as one container or one column. This is all one column, right? Is piss easy for me, okay? Supersonic, easy to do, right? No issues whatsoever. How do I feel when I go into bricks? Accepting it's my first time, so even if I have to think a little bit about where the buttons are, I will excuse that and I'll edit those bits out, because it's not fair to sit there going, oh, where's the advanced tab? Because they don't have an advanced tab. I think they have content and styling. I think that's all they have, I think. So you've got to excuse the fact the interface will be a little bit different, of course. But yeah, I will be going through. I've already made some notes here, okay? In the pre, so I will kind of very briefly mention stuff about, like, some of the settings. Look, it says bricks. Bricks, right? So I'll be doing that tomorrow. The video won't be out tomorrow. The video might be out on Monday. It might be out on Monday, okay? Lexicon. Do you know what? I think, doesn't lexicon stand for, like, database? Oh, I don't know now. I don't think it's a widely used word, Jimmy. Hi, Michael. Can anyone help with Michael's question there? So how to pass values into a pop-up? Hey, Antony. No, Rajat. Come on, Rajat. What a question. What kind of question's that, Rajat? Hey, do you want me to block you for that question? Elementor Container is not live yet, basically, right? It's not live. It ain't live yet. It's not final. It is live. It's just not final. Breakdance is not going to destroy Elementor. No way. No way. Right. Just looking at Jack Daltrey has emailed me. Ha ha ha. Nice one, Jack. So you're going to start using TikTok more, Jack? I've been thinking about it. I just kind of, when you're working on your own stuff and clients and websites, and then you're doing your own YouTube videos and stuff like that, sometimes, I laughed, Jack, I did. It's, I've always thought about doing more TikTok stuff, but it's the time, and then it's like thinking creatively about it as well. Yeah, that's what I meant, Jimmy. Like lexicon, it's like a database of solutions, answers. It used to be a term used in law. So when I was at university, you had like lexicon things and whatever for cases and court stuff. Yeah, that's the thing, Jack. Yeah, it's kind of like you got to make that instant impact in like seconds. Are you sure TikTok's banned in India? I thought it was massive in India, Raja. Oh, Carapos, man. I think, right, I have this sneaky feeling that Carapos works for bricks. I've got a sneaky feeling, Carapace, that you are a mole. You've been planted. I've got a sneaky feeling you work for Bricks. Hey George, are you okay? I just saw you right hospital bed. What's going on, mate? I heard you were unwell, and you mentioned it on Zanti's live chat. Are you okay? You don't have to tell us details, but are you okay? Yeah, true, Jack. I could do that, innit? Strip it down. But you know what? I can't be bothered, mate. Can't be bothered. So, I mean, I was going to do the bricks video today. I was going to have a go at it today, but then I got a little bit sidetracked with some other stuff. And we had this Verdi call that me and Paul thought was like starting now or 12 o'clock our time. We now think it might be in half an hour. So I might only be here for another half an hour, maybe. How much money do I want to delete all of my Elementor videos? £100,000 would be nice, Carapace. You send over £100,000 and I will delete them like that, right? I will never delete them. Yeah, that's the thing. And do you know what, Jack? That is the exact reason why I haven't really gone down the TikTok route. Because it's the time. Let me tell you now, it is bad enough when you do a YouTube video. Like, I've been putting out a lot more videos recently. Paul's been putting out more videos as well. And believe me, everyone, the amount of time it takes to, jump in, make sure the lighting, microphone, everything's all right. Then you record. Then there's a bit of noise somewhere. You got to re-record a bit. Or there's a door knock or a phone call. Then you got to edit. Then your cover art, your descriptions. It is very time consuming. Trust me, it is time consuming. And then you get emails and messages and client stuff. Hey, Melissa, and all of that. It is like, it is a lot of time. And that's the reason why I've just not jumped in yet into full-on TikTok. Nice one, George. Yeah, I hope you're get back to normal. I don't think you need the pro version of Yay Mail, whatever it's called. I don't think you need that, Michael. I think that something just pinged on my machine. I don't know where it came from. I heard a ping noise. Where did that come from? Did someone just ping me? Am I missing something? Just got to check something with Verdi. He's just sent me a message. Just double checking. Is the call with him in 30 minutes? Yeah, Britney Spears TikTok. That would be yeah, hit me baby one. No, I don't know. I think we could do a video on Visual Composer to the Toxic song from Britney Spears. That's what we could do. Yeah, I think, to be honest though, when it comes to building an audience, YouTube and TikTok does feel like a better way to build an audience. Whereas with LinkedIn, Facebook, Insta, it's, if I'm going to be honest, unless you are, Love Island, glamorous and all of that, the Insta is a bit like, I feel like Insta is reserved for that market very much. So just back to Michael's thing, I'm not really sure you need the Yaymail Pro version. I think you can do a lot with just Yaymail free. So Jimmy's question there, right, was about creating custom endpoints like the WooCommerce account page. Well, I mean, as far as what I do is you might create a custom account page with the endpoint in there, or you use the Elementor account widget. But did you know the Elementor My Account widget doesn't always work? I have found on some websites it's blank, which is what happened to me last week. So I had to take it out and put the standard WooCommerce shortcode in. You know, the one that's like WooCommerce _ my account, something like that. And it was fine. So Verdi did respond, by the way, Paul. So I've just said to him, is the Paul meeting in 30 minutes? Or, give or take 20 odd minutes. Or has it been moved? I don't know. I'm a bit confused now. This Verdi meeting I'm sure it's today. Oh, no, it is. It is. Paul. The meeting is next week. Paul, it is next week. Oh, do you know what? I've just noticed that now. How did we miss that, Paul? How did we miss that? The meeting is actually next week, everyone. Oh my God, egg on our face moment or what? Totally got that wrong. Yes, so Jimmy, when you go to Elementor, you know how you got the cart and checkout widgets? There's an account one as well. However, that account widget doesn't always work. Yeah, I'm not sure there, right? If you're not going to install WooCommerce and you're going to use something else, I'm just feeling a bit like, if you use Paid Membership Pro, which is not WooCommerce, you do get an membership account page endpoint, whatever. So there will be other plugins there, but it's a bit like, hey, take care, Erling. Just got to quickly reply here. So there we go. I can't believe. Do you know what I feel like? Right, I can't believe we both missed that. It's literally blatantly there. Thursday, July the 28th. So anyone here who was wondering what the meeting was going to be like with Verdi, Paul and me, it's next week. We got it wrong. Hey, Worth to Worth Nation. Just reading through the comments here. Michael, WooCommerce Elementor, and some of the translation missing from the checkout page. Really? You're missing the coupon? I mean, if I was going to do an account page without WooCommerce, I'd be using Paid Membership Pro, but then you're limited because you can only have one membership active at any one time. So selling products, not perfect or good. But doing it without Doing it without, WooCommerce. I'm intrigued to know more about what Jimmy's doing there as well. Hey, IZ4. Hi, Gary from Omaha, Nebraska. Sorry if I was a bit late there replying, Gary. I'm jumping around just reading comments, and I did see it come through when you wrote it, but I was a bit late. Sorry about that. Breaking news. Visual Composer bought Elementor. What the heck? If that was true, you would see me collapse. I now am just gonna. Yeah, you better be talking crap. I do not believe you, Carapos, anymore. Yeah, you like that, Gary? He's quite big, by the way. He's not small. I'll just I've got to lift this up carefully so I don't knock one of these lights off. But there you go. He's quite big. Look, I mean, look. If I put him beside me, it's quite big and bulky. It used to have all built-in electronics and move and everything as well, and literally, like, you could control it and it would go around and it would lights and all of that. But it unfortunately, broke, so never been able to get it repaired or fixed. Just put these lights on there, just give it a bit of a... Never been able to get it fixed or anything, so yeah. Actually, I'm going to turn this off because it's flat. It's right in my eye. So, yeah. My R2 is dead. Hey, Eddie, somebody disturbed you. I'm trying to understand. So Eddie's just come with it. Hey, I'm late to the party. Somebody disturbed me. You can't say that without telling us what you mean by disturbed. So anyone who's not been on here earlier, what I was saying earlier is tomorrow I'll be doing my first look at bricks. The first time I actually install it and look at the settings, look at the interface, and try to replicate a header and a hero banner that I did last night on Elementor. I did Elementor Columns within a column, in a section, sorry. Then I did a copy of that with just one column. Then I did a copy of it with just one container. And I now want to have a go with bricks and play around with it and just see what do we get and how easy is it to use. In fact, using the words easy to use is a bit wrong. Because when you are so tunnel visioned Elementor and you go to something different, I nearly said something good. When you go to something different, you might have to let go of what you know and accept the fact that I'm going to have to make sure that when I do the video, I edit out all the bits where I'm sat there staring at the screen going, well, where do I click? Where's this? Where's that? Because I don't want anyone to feel like, oh, bricks is really difficult or whatever, just because it took me a bit longer to work out where to click. Because that's not fair, is it? I know that when I go into Elementor, I know where to go and what to click. I know what I'm doing. But any other system, you're going to have to think a little bit. You have to just think a bit. What I really want to get out, though, is how easy is it to use if you're not going to use any coding. So everything I done on those 3 test pages I showed you earlier, zero code, no classes, no nothing. Can I do that with bricks, or do I have to start thinking a little bit out the box? Right? Because what I don't want to say is, hey, this is really, really good if you have to think a bit more. But I want to get a good feeling for that. Got you, Eddie. Just read what you said. Facebook post, yeah. Let's dance. Yeah, agree. George, I agree with what Jimmy is saying. Wait till you're fully better before you start overthinking about problem solving. Then again, though, if you're in bed and you've got, you got time on your hand, you can easily sit there having a look and a think on your phone and stuff like that. But please do get better first. Ah, nice one. So Eddie will have a look as well. Nice one. Be nice to hear your thoughts too, Eddie. Come on, Carapace, be honest. Are you or are you not a secret bricks developer? I do wonder sometimes. But then again, you are very talented in that. I know you were working on a Visual Composer site. Then you were Elementor. Then I remember you said you were doing were you doing a Shopify website, or was that Indapre? I think that was you, Indapre, wasn't it? A Shopify website. I think that was you. So hold on, I'm just gonna quickly work something out. See you in 44 minutes. So I will be leaving. I'm going to be on the live chat for 44 minutes. So believe it or not, I don't know if Paul is still here. I have got a separate meeting with Verdi now about something completely separate, okay? There's nothing to do with what we were planning to talk about or anything like that. Yeah, Carapace is paid for marketing. Why was I not surprised about that? I was going to play around with something today, and I might still do it. And I was going to try and do something with lots of... I was going to try and do something with, like, I can't explain it, to be honest, very well. I was going to try and do something with a container where you have items that sat below one another in a masonry style, but I just still have to have a think about how I was going to approach that. I'm born. I live in the UK. I've always lived in the UK, Gary. I was born in 1978. I've never been to India in my life. Never been to India in my life, ever. I have no intention of going to India in my life either. John, I think there are a fair amount of bricks tutorials out there. However, I have to be honest, Paul's done some good ones. There's not that many walkthrough ones, and that's what I want to do. So when I do the video, I want to kind of like literally build the header and the hero banner. Do you want... Yeah, no, I will not stay live during my other meeting with Verdi. No, I will not do that. That is not fair. Yeah, exactly, George, and that's kind of what I will do. However, though, it is going to be a tricky position for me to navigate, right? Because I am very much Elementor focused. A lot of what I do. In fact, other than the odd time when I've reviewed a plugin, every video is Elementorist in a way. Or when I'm talking about clients or marketing or something, every video is Elementorist. So to then go and do a video on bricks or something, you know, that's gonna be pretty that's pretty good, isn't it? Eddie, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. So Something I know that you can do really, really easily with inner sections in Elementor is when you kind of do like a masonry effect. So say you have like an image and then you got another widget here, and you got another one here, but you have like a masonry style, almost like, kind of thing, whatever. And doing those kind of things in Container is relatively simple when you get your widths and everything right. But I wanted to try and have a play with, hey, Mohammed, Bangladesh, hope you're okay. Hey, Chanda as well. You need to use scroll sequence. So there's a plugin called scroll sequence. So you need to use that one, Chanda. And I would recommend please use English as well. Don't assume that I will understand that. Don't assume I can, but for everybody else. But scroll sequence plugin, it's free to use. You can get that and use that. What's a good downloader for MP4 videos and movies? When you say a good downloader, Gary Vo, do you mean you're going to upload videos for people to view? So you could do a YouTube unlisted video, or if you want to make it more private, you can use Presto Player, or you could use Vimeo Player, but then you got to pay for it. So when you say good downloader, what do you mean there? Or what's your intention? What is your intention? What is the best plugin to customize the WP dashboard for clients? Do you mean to lock down things, Carapos? So when you say customize, you're obviously white labeling everything and probably locking off some functionality for them to use. Is that what your intention is? A free downloader for videos for private use. That sounds dodgy, Gary. That sounds very dodgy. A free downloader for videos for private use. I'm not sure you'd need a plugin for that. Okay, so Firefox always has problems. I'm not sure why people keep using Firefox. Firefox always has problems. I would say use Edge or Chrome then. Edge or Chrome. Admin, there you go, Eddie, Adminify. Do you know what the cost is for Adminify, Eddie? Can you tell us a bit more about the costing for that? Yeah, that's a good point, Michael. Yeah, about the pop-up video. Yep, open by Selector as well. But yeah, Adminify, Eddie. Do you want to tell us a bit more about that one? Like the cost of that, and what else does it do? I mean, I could go in and Google it and whatever, but if you've seen it already, do you want to tell us a bit more about the cost and what does it kind of do? Does it lock? Do you remember yesterday we had Blue Room talking about this hosting company in the UK? We don't know the name, and he hasn't even emailed me the name either of them. I was hoping he would. We don't know who they are. We don't know anything about them other than that they are ripping off their client. They got their client on a Bluehost platform and they're charging them £130 a month. And that doesn't even include updates. Doesn't even include updates. Ooh, you refunded it, Eddie. Why'd you refund it? Now, when someone says, here's a product, then they refund it, what was the reason there? $49 a year for one site. And Jakub, is it worth it though? What's the benefits you get out of it? What do you get out of it? Well, Eddie, this is interesting. I've read this as well, but until I see it and know it and believe it, I'm never sure about it. To be honest, Gary, there is no major... okay, Chrome. The great thing about Chrome, okay, is the extensions you get. So you can do a full page screenshot. I mean, a full website page screenshot. And there's extensions for font and other colors and stuff like that. You're gonna get much more with using Chrome or Edge or even Safari than Firefox. I have never been a fan of Firefox. Ever. And I've never found a massive need to use Firefox. I just don't get it. I'm boring and sad and pathetic. I just don't get it. I'm like, you know, you got your Edge, you got your Chrome, you got your Safari. Firefox, if I remember right, okay, when Firefox first was on the scene and Mozilla, they were very much used by people who were kind of, I'm not saying you're like this, but they were a little bit anti-establishment. So they wanted to use something which wasn't the norm. So they were like, no, we're going to use this special niche one because we're, you know. And I never saw what was great about them. That being said, in some countries, Firefox is the majority big browser that everyone uses because it's been around for so long and all of that. But I just never got the buzz around Mozilla or Firefox at all, ever. Tried it, used it, played with it. I was like, nah, I don't see what the buzz is. Yeah, exactly, Jim. Yeah, when it came out, the whole thing, Mozilla Firefox, but yeah, do try Chrome, even Edge, even Safari. Not seen Opera GX. What's good about Opera GX IZ4? I'd love to know this if it's for gamers, because it might be good for streaming as well. So let me know. Let me know what you think about that. Or what's good about it. Yeah, you see, that's the thing, Eddie. You know when you have these plugins or tools and they say, you can do X, Y, Z now, I always think the same as you. What about when WordPress updates or changes something and those plugins are late or slow to update? I hate that. You can use Gary. I've got Edge, Safari, and Chrome on my machine. Sometimes I have Edge open and I have Chrome open, and I'm testing on a Safari as well. You can have unless you've got a really old machine. What computer are you using, Gary? What are you using? PC, laptop, iPad. What are you using? A lot of people don't like using Edge. I don't actually have a problem with Edge. I really don't have a problem with Edge. Right, everyone, I am going to cut this chat down now in 30 seconds because I'm about to jump on a call. I've got a meeting that's just about to start, so I'm going to have to jump off onto a call. So I'm going to have to say goodbye to everyone now. Feels very short, this one, innit? It's not even been an hour. How long have we been live? How long have we been live? Please don't forget to click like. 43 minutes. This is a really, really short one today. I might go live again later on. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But Gary, you'll have to go to Google. Google it. I mean, you're now going to tell me that you haven't. You'll go to Google, try that. Right, I've got to jump off. I've got a meeting. I've got to jump onto, everyone. I'm really sorry. I've got to go. I've got to jump onto a meeting. Right, I hopefully will see you all later. But Gary, Google it. There's bound to be a way to transfer Firefox to Chrome. When you say slider design hike, Sol, I would say just have a Google and look at other websites, but sliders are overrated. Right, I am jumping off now. Take care, everyone. Don't forget to click like, and I'll see you soon. Bye.